Hey everyone, we're going to be going live. Well, we are live. I'm just kind of waiting for my laptop to fully wake up and to see if I get a notification on my phone. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump in and ask anything, feel free to do. I don't know if my, sure it couldn't be sent for some reason. Am I even streaming? We will find out. Yes, I am streaming. All right, there we go. All right. Can I get a refresh on my screen? Hey, there we go. Videos. Can I get a manage videos? Live. I just want to see what I'm doing. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, my laptop is slow, horrible. Come on. It's also because I just woke it up too. Every time I do this, we have a little issue. All right. Come on. It's also because I just woke it up too. Okay. Now you're going to hear double everything. Where's my volume? There. All right, I guess we're gonna just do some play. I'm gonna see how good I can monitor the chat. This is 1973 Williams Travel Time, and I will bring it up here. You can see the brand new BG Resto backlash that is on it. I cannot do both cameras with Score and Playfield at the moment because I don't feel like knocking down my rig to get this set up correctly. But anyways, Williams Travel Time, pretty cool game. You do not get a set amount of balls on this game. What you do get is unlimited balls, and you're playing against a clock. That's what you're doing. You're just playing against the clock. You can start the clock, you can stop the clock, and you can add time. As soon as you go through these 3 lanes up here, you're going to start the clock. It starts no matter what. The middle lane here will give you 10 extra seconds. Right here, it will stop the clock. The center saucer stops the clock. And the 2 out lanes will stop the clock. And that's what you want to do. So you really want to get up into the middle to stop the clock and then just go around and pound points. But however, if you can sneak past here or sneak past here, you can keep the clock running. I mean, I'm off. But if you hit either one of these rollovers, you're going to start the clock back up. And this will start spinning. I got it set to 45 seconds right now. I want it at 45 seconds because I had it originally like at a minute, and I was really playing this game forever. And I did adjust the stepper, so this will change every 5 seconds. But as you can see during gameplay, you're stopping and starting it and doing a bunch of things. But if you hit travel, you can come down here in between the flippers and land in here, and I believe you get extra 25 seconds. And same with TIME. So you can get TRAVEEL or TIME, get it down into here, and you'll light your special lights, and that will give you extra 25 seconds. You can get extra 25 seconds for 32,000 points, 56,000 points, and 75,000 points. So as you can see right now, this game has started, but the clock is not running. We have no clock running. So in a minute I plunge the ball and get into one of those lanes, this clock is going to start ticking down. Oh, we'll get 10 seconds. Plunge the ball anyways. As you notice, you got your red light for your clock stop. The clock isn't doing. You can actually leave this game, go eat dinner, and come back, and it's just sitting there for you. The clock will not go until you get to those 3 top lanes. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? Just doing a little gameplay on travel time, just to debug anything. But I ain't got nothing else to do. Turned out pretty good. I just put Gottlieb chimes on it. So not a Gottlieb chime box. I actually cut the Gottlieb chimes to the right length for like a Gottlieb chime box. So it's got that more of a Gottlieb sound to it instead of Williams. And then I rebuilt it. Well, you know what I do. I rebuild everything on these machines. Their clock started. And it's not level either. Let's try to get it into the middle. There we go. No. Okay, now you can see the clock is at 0. If I drain it all, like right now, the game is over. And I got 20,000 points. Yeah, thanks. It turned out really good. It's got a little Playfield wear, a little planking, but it's a 1973 game. So, but yeah, this was a game I acquired a long time ago, actually. It now we got the clock stop. It had the guy I got it from said it had it would play if you reset the score reels. You would have to hand reset them to 0. And I did verify when I did rebuild those, and that is a BG Resto backlash. I did verify when I did rebuild them that they were completely out of whack. Completely. As you can see, the clock has stopped. We're not getting or losing any time until I plunge that ball. That's what's kind of nice about this game. You can play on one ball or 50 balls. Depends how good or how bad you are. Now I drain. Clock will stop. New ball. I actually have, this is my second one of these. This is the first one, and I acquired another one. So I actually have two of these. My goal was to make one really good one and then sell another one. But after I looked at it, the only thing that was really different between mine and this one had a trash back glass, and it doesn't have the best looking cabinet. So there really wasn't nothing for me to even swap. Yeah, this one, the cabinet is weathered on this one, and it had a destroyed back glass. My back glass is alright. It is not that good. It's bearable, but my cabinet's in a little better shape. But the Playfield, the plastics, and everything else is exactly the same. So when I compared them both together, when I first got them, I'm like, I'm just going to fix them both and keep one and sell the other, or eventually sell both. But that was my first intention. But like I said, it's just a cabinet and a glass that's really different on both of them. I started, now it stopped. Clock stopped. Now I can just jam all until I hit that button. Now the clock started again. I could have jammed all the points I wanted to. The clock should move every 5 seconds. Approximately. As long as I don't drain, even though the clock is out of time, I'm still going to be able to play it. If I can get 32,000 points, I will get some more time. Nope. But yeah, that's about it. Let's pop the hood and look inside. This game has a gutted coin door. So it's just a door now. It has no mechs on it. Nothing. I will show you the door. Right here, it is just a door. There's absolutely nothing on it. One thing I need to do on this is vacuum the front part where the paper is. You can see the chime box. It looks exactly like a Williams, except for the bars are smaller. Gottlieb used a different tone. So the big bar, well, I think they're all smaller except for this one. I think that's the same size. But it's nice and clean on the inside. Yeah, that's how I usually do all my machines. It's all nice and clean. It's been vacuumed out. I rebuilt everything, cleaned everything. Went through all the switches, re-cleaned them, adjusted them, put a new lock relay coil, which I usually do on almost every machine. Because out of everything in these machines, that coil is used the most. It's as soon as the game turns on, that thing is energized and running. Went through the fuses, replaced the fuses with the correct ones, because usually on these, people tend to put whatever they want in them. It's got a brand new power cord in it. I usually put new cords in all my machine. We'll bring the camera up, and I can't see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Let me move it to the pulse unit. And right there, that's the pulse unit. This is the puppy that controls your time. So you have a potentiometer, N24401, I believe, switching diode, 47 ohm resistor, 4.7K ohm resistor, and this cap. That cap was shot. What it does, it builds up its power and then it releases it. Builds up, releases, builds up, releases, which therefore, can we get to that? Activates this relay. Every time this relay opens and then closes, it activates the stepper. The stepper, now every time that relay goes, it will step down 1, and that's where you lose your seconds. And like I said, when you get into the out hole, you shut off the pulse unit, which is basically your timer. It shuts it off, and then when you go over those top 3 rollovers, it turns it back on. So that is, it's really genius how Williams did that with this machine. And then let me zoom back in. I guess it's hard for me to do this right now because I didn't really move my computer, so I'm kind of like looking backwards. There's all these different Jones plug settings. You take this wire out, you got 45 seconds, you got a minute. I think it's a minute 15, a minute 30, a minute 45, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I had it on a minute, and I almost got like 200 something thousand on this game, which I thought was kind of ridiculous and not even a challenge. So I'm putting it in at 45 seconds. The buyer who bought this game, it's already sold and will be delivered next week. I will explain to them how that works. And then here, with the potentiometer, can we see it? Yes. You can actually turn this so the clock goes faster or slower. I tried to do it right around the 5-second, so it actually runs like a real clock. It's old technology, so you're never going to get it exactly perfect. I tried to get it as close to 5 seconds, take a half second or whatever. But yeah, you can just turn that dial actually with your fingers. It's like a volume knob, and adjust how fast you want it. You can have this thing step like that if you want to, and have your game be over. So you could put it on 2 minutes and 15 seconds and then do that really fast, but what's the point? So that's why I tried to get it to move as fast as actually the 5-second count mark on it. But we did. What else we got? We rebuilt the flippers. The coils were good, so I never replace coils unless they're bad on any machine. It did get brand new coil stops, new coil sleeves, and flipper links. The links are always bad, and new bushings. The pawls were good, no reason to replace them. And the EOS switches were perfect, no reason to replace them. All the other mechs have been fully rebuilt. The pop bumpers have been fully rebuilt. Those are all nicely set up so they do pop like crazy. All the relay banks on both sides have been all cleaned, readjusted. Most of the stuff on this machine really wasn't out of whack. But when I do clean them, I kind of throw everything out of whack with my cleaning tool. So I have to readjust them. And then everything, like I said, has been cleaned and pulled apart. This whole playfield's been stripped down to nothing. We'll start with the top. Where are we going down to? To the top of the clock. Let's just get rid of you. Alright, all the plastic's been removed, all the posts have been removed. everything. This was just down the wood. It has a ball groove up here, which is normal on these older games. When the ball comes up and around the top, you can see how it rolls like that. Well, when these balls get old, they turn into a little ball of sandpaper. So as it goes like that over the years, you can see we got a little ball groove. Well, you can't really see. And I can't really see too good either. There you can see a little bit of the ball groove that's into the wood. I took that and I filled it and then flattened it out as good as possible. So that has been fixed. Let's go down here a little bit. So like I said, since everything was taken off the Playfield, it allows me to polish it really good. Even these from underneath have been taken off and went through the ultrasonic cleaner, and that's why they work so nice and they're responsive. Normally these things get sticky. Since we were down to bare wood, I could actually take my polisher and go over the whole machine and polish it. And then once I was done polishing it, then I waxed the whole machine and then re-rubbered the whole machine. And same with the flippers. Those got new bats on it because they were destroyed. What's kind of cool about this, the ball can go through here to drain, or let's say if you hit something crazy and your flipper's up, then you got this whole giant area right here to drain with. So you literally got 4 areas to drain and then 2 monster areas to drain. You got your 2 sides, your 2 outlanes at the edges of your flipper, or if your flipper's up, then you got this whole giant area right in here to drain. You got your kicker there that usually will kick it right into here. This always kicks it to your left flipper, right flipper. I'm looking at it upside down. It'll always kick it to your right flipper. No, it doesn't want to. I'm leaning on it. There. I was leaning on the game just enough to throw it out of level. And that can always be adjusted too. You can just take a little pliers and bend the fork over a little bit left or right to get it to land wherever you want to on your flipper. There. But yeah, that's basically Williams Travel Time. Like I said, it's a neat machine. There is no ball counter on it. You could get 50 balls on this, or you could get 1 ball on it. It's no big deal, on it for balls, which is kind of cool. And here's the instructions. Like I said, you had 25 time units or seconds for 32,000, 56,000, and 75,000. Yeah, you can read that. And then instructions. Making the world travel, light special light, which is right up here, which is right there. Can you see that? Yes. We will turn that a little bit there. Okay. Making the world travel, lights travel special light right here. And when you do that, you get 25 seconds. Making the word time, lights up this special light, and that gives you 25 seconds. That's how I have the machine set. I don't have it set to win a credit because 2 things. One, let me get the camera and move it up. The credit unit right here, this window, when they made this game to free play, they removed both coils out of the credit unit. So therefore there's no reason for me to set this on a free game to get a free game, because it can't give you a free game. It can't move the credit window, so that's why I have it set to 1. 2, the door's been totally gutted, so can't do nothing there either. That's why I have the credit unit just jumped, so you can get, it's just always on free play. But yeah, that back glass turned out very beautiful. Like I said, it's a BG Resto. This game is also fully Comet LED'd. Everything in here is Comet LED'd. Under the Playfield is non-ghosting LEDs. I started using them in EMs because I got tired of the flicker that you would get since they're controlled lights, and they would flicker. So those are all Comet non-ghosting bulbs now. I think we're zoomed up, yeah. So yeah, it turned out very, very beautiful. And I'm really proud of how this machine turned out, because this was the dirtiest, nastiest machine I've seen for a while. The glass literally looked like somebody threw mud on it. It was just that dirty. It was pretty disgusting. I had to steal a shooter rod off of one of my machines. Somebody used this as a handle. I don't know why they love using these as handles. Do not ever use this as a handle, because you bend them and you cannot get these old metal ones anymore. All the new ones you're going to get are plastic ones, kind of like that's on my Hot Wheels right here. Here you can get a plastic knob. Do not use this as a handle. That is the second shooter rod, third shooter rod I had to replace because somebody used them as a handle. The glass actually was really nice. I was so surprised after I cleaned it how not damaged it was. It's got one scratch on it, one good scratch, but that you can't really see. Put new beer seal on the lockdown bar. I normally don't do that, but this one, the way it was sitting in here, it was hard to adjust it good and have it lock correctly. And there goes the door. Can you see the door? Yeah, see, there's nothing on the door. I mean, come on. That is just how they gutted it. No lights, no nothing on it. So, what I'm going to do now, this is what I call heat soaking. Heat soaking is when I take the game and I'm just going to leave it on. It's just going to sit on all day for a couple days. When I go to bed, I will turn the game off. And when I wake up in the morning, I will turn it back on. I'll come down and play it every now and then. Look at it, it's dirty. I'll play it every now and again, but it's going to stay on all night. That's what it will do. It's just going to stay on, and I call it heat soaking. What that does is it's going to let the game get super hot inside because of all the electrics. It's not going to get too hot because it's LED'd, but still that transformer does put off some heat. And we'll just let it cook. What that heat soaking does, it will start relaxing all of the leaf switches that are in the game. And it will either relax them or make them contract and move. And that's what I want to happen. So I usually like keeping these around a week before I deliver them. And I want any issues to develop right now. So by me heat soaking it will let all that bad stuff happen. Hopefully it's just going to be solid where we don't have any issues. but you never know. We might have a issue or two. And I put my sticker on it. It just says refurbished by Mark's Basement Arcade, Facebook, and YouTube. This can be taken off by the owner. However, it's still my game. So, as long as this is still my game, it gets one of those on it. I do not put them on customer games. If you brought your game to me, I would not put that on it because it's your game. But since this is my game, it gets one on. And then the customer can tear it off if they do so. But on every other game I staple my business card to the inside. Usually around the side, on the inside of the machine, I will staple my business card. So, I do have to make a gameplay video for this, and I do gotta oil these locks. Let's do that right now. I like using this Super Lube pen oil. It does seem to work nice. I'll put a little bit on that teeth here. I might actually just take that lock out. Take it out, and then I'll probably end up doing that. Take it out, and so I can get it in there better. These keys also could be nice and sharp too. But yeah, that makes it work nicer. It's already working better now. More on there. Some on here. Let it leak into the door lock assembly. There we go. Let her sit in there. We'll put it like that. That way that can leak. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right there. We'll leave her like that. But yeah, that's about it. I gotta make one more video on this game. You probably will see it on YouTube probably next year because I have Solar Fire coming up. I have Bally Knight Rider coming up. And I think there might be something else in the queue. I can't remember. Oh, Funhouse will be coming up. So I guess that's about it. So everybody give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. And everybody take care and later. And thank you all.